Well, greetings everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I will be your toy commander here on the Transformers headquarters. Planet Zizzle! So before we get on to today's cool review, let's talk an interesting fact about...
Yes!
That's right, outer space!
Cool!
Recently, there has been some strange radio waves emanating from the center of our Milky Way galaxy. That's right, astronomers recently have detected a very unusual variable radio signal that is coming from the center of the Milky Way galaxy, which is now teasing scientists all around the world. Now, what's really important is these radio waves fit no currently understood pattern and could suggest a new class of interstellar objects, kind of like Oumuamua when it entered our solar system. So we don't know what's on the horizon. So interesting. But let's get on to today's cool review. Well, maybe it's the Transformers or the Autobots trying to communicate from across the galaxy. Which brings me to today's cool review. Well, look at this. This is the Transformers More Than Meets the Eye. This is the new series out, and it's based on the comic book series. And you may recognize this phrase because it comes from, that's right, the one and only
Optimus Prime. I have witnessed their capacity for courage. And though we are worlds apart like us, there is more than meets the eye. I am Optimus Prime, and I send this message to any surviving Autobots taking refuge among the stars.
That's right, the famous Optimus Prime. Anyways, let's get on to today's cool review. So in front of me, you see a variety of really cool items associated with the Transformers More Than Meets the Eye. Over here on the left, we have our Junior Microscope. You can explore worlds up close. And on the other spectrum is the Junior Telescope. So we'll be looking at things far away, and we'll be looking at things up close. But in the center we have, that's right, we'll be finding some treasures, hopefully. What? This is the Transformers Digital Metal Detector, which does a number of things. It also has sound alerts when metal is detected, plus searching blue LED light and discovery red LED light. Glows in the dark for nighttime discoveries, and water resistant base that detects down up to 1.5 inches. Not very deep, but enough to find some treasure on the beach or wherever. Alright, so let's take these three cool items over to the unboxing table and get a closer look at each one and try them out. So let's head over, guys. Alright guys, welcome back to the Planet Zizzle unboxing table with our three different items here for the Transformers More Than Meets the Eye. So first, I think we're going to take a look at this Junior Microscope, explore the world up close. So 8 times magnification. So on the back right here it says 2 large eyepieces for easy viewing. Now this also glows in the dark. So right here we can look at bugs and foliage and other stuff up close. And it includes the AllSpark right here. So let's get this out of the box first and set this up. Alright, so this also includes, I didn't know if I mentioned stickers too. Alright, let's take out this microscope. Alright, so there's nothing else in the box. Here are the directions. Okay, so let's remove this plastic piece first. Now it does look like it needs some batteries. Alright, so let's look at the AllSpark real quick. Now it does open up here. Let's see. There we go. So we're going to put stickers on the inside of the AllSpark. Oh, there it goes. It opens all the way up like this. Alright. And then right here, I guess, is the focus, right? Why don't we do this? Let's read the directions and we can find out. All right. All right, so on the directions, it looks like we will need to install AAA batteries.
Oh, man.
That's right there for the light illuminator. Inside the parts list says eyepiece, objective lens, LED light illuminator, stage, and focus wheel, which is the front wheel right here. And these are some of the items that you can probably take a look at to see up close, which is kind of cool. Let's do this first. Let's set up the AllSpark here with these 6 stickers real quick. Okay, so after you get all the stickers, you can actually put it back together. It just snaps into place like this. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Now these are the AAA. These are the smaller batteries. And right here on the bottom, we're going to open this up. So one side will go in with the positive up, and the other side will go in with the positive down. Hopefully that's correct. Let's pop this back on real quick and see if the light illuminates. If not, we'll just swap them around. Ah, that works. Okay, good. We did it right. Now we need to find some really cool objects to look at up close. I'll be right back. I'll see what I can find in the Planet Zizzle studio. Okay, so there's a close-up of what a strawberry looks like. Let me put it in the center there. It's easier to look when it's dark in the room. Now this thing is supposed to glow in the dark also. So if you shut the lights out and turn off the actual light, it should glow. And there, that it does glow just a little bit. Pretty cool. Alright, so the next item we're going to look at is a mosquito. Gross! But there's an up close look. See if we can look through this lens right here. Alright, so the next item is a dead spider that I found in the garage.
Ah, gross!
I don't know if you guys could see that up close, but here we go. Hold on. Let me try and focus here. And get right in there. There we go. Gross! Alright guys, that's it for the junior microscope. I'm not overly impressed with the capability of this. Like I said, it's only 8 times the magnification, so it really doesn't magnify that much, but that is your microscope. Let's head on to the telescope and see what that can do. Alright guys, so here is the telescope. Now I have to tell you that between the 3 of these items, the total was $100.
What?
Now I believe that this metal detector was $39, so that was $40. And each one of these were $29, so that's $30. That equals $100.
Oh.
So let's take a look at the instructions. Here's the front page. Wait a minute, what? That's the middle? It's blank, so there's only one side here. It's just assembly instructions and adjusting the focus. Pretty simple. Let's take it out. Here it is. It has a nice little handle on it. Let's see. Let's take out all the pieces and we'll put it together. And then we'll, take a look at some things. Now it is daytime, so we may be able to see something in the day, and then I'll wait till tonight and I'll maybe focus in on the moon or some stars. That'll be a little bit later on. So let's take out, these are the stands. 2, 3. Let's see, these pieces just go in here like this. This is the stand or the tripod. Okay, I'll go like that, and then let me move the camera up a little bit more. Then the next piece will be to mount this piece right here, and let's see. It pops in there like that, and then this goes through the center, and this will tighten it, and then this piece goes on the other side like this. Okay, and that way you can tighten it like that, and then the telescope will just sit right in there like that. Now I have to say I really like the actual design, and the colors are pretty cool. You got the red, white, and blue, just like, Optimus Prime. The plastic is sturdy, but the lens is not that great. You can't really see that far. But for some of you juniors out there, it may be just fine for you guys. Now, the way you focus this is that you're gonna pull the lens out and push it into focus like that. Now, it's gonna be very difficult for you guys to see through this, but I'll do my best. There's a look into the forest over here, and this is what it looks like. So it gets close up on some of the leaves, and if there was an animal in there, I'd be able to see it a little bit closer. But overall, I'm not really that impressed, guys, with this one either. Let's bring it up and let's try the last item, which is the metal detector. Now I'm gonna throw some pennies on the ground over here and see if we can maybe find them. All right, let's unbox the digital metal detector. Just come on out, directions. There we go. All right, so here it is in the box right now, and here are the instructions. Let's see. Well, there's a lot of small reading in here. I won't bore you guys with it. I'll just read it and then I'll show you guys how it works. So I'll take it out and I'll be right back. All right, guys, here it is out of the box. Again, pretty cool looking item, and it does extend like that, and this whole piece will glow. There's the emblem of the logo for the Transformers. It's upside down. There we go. Now this here is the control screen, and then right down here is the off and on button. 2 AA's right here in the back. Just take this off. This little battery compartment will come out, and they actually need 3 AA's because there's 2 on this side like that, and then 1 on this side. All right, now that I have all the batteries in, we're gonna pop it right back in. There's the screen right there. Now you can set the date and time. And once you turn it on, you're gonna hear the noise. Turn it all the way up. It says, hold the handle in the upright position, and then adjust the handle until the parallel to the ground. And then it says, turn the sensitivity dial all the way up, which I did, and then you will see the word searching. Let's see. Oh, there it is, searching. And then it says turn it back down until the noise stops, like that. And then after the noise stops, you want to make sure that the screen is turned back to the blue, which it is now. So it went from red, like that, back down to blue. All right. So let's put it somewhere in the middle, and we're ready to search right now. And when I find something, it's gonna do this and turn red. All right, so let's turn it back down. All right, and let's go see if we can find some money. So a lot of times when you're looking for things, you don't know because you can't see them. So let's just see if it can detect in this grass my jewelry and my money. There we go. We're rich. We found some pennies.
Silly, ain't he?
So it does work, even outside. Okay, so I'm in the laundry room, and it's supposed to glow. Let's shut the light out. And let's see. Yeah, it does glow. There it is. Check. That's super bright, though. And there is the glowing, the stick, anyways. It says Transformers. It's upside down, but that screen is pretty bright. All right, guys, that's it for today's video with the Transformers More Than Meets the Eye. These were the 3 items we had today. We had the Junior Telescope, the Junior Microscope, and this digital metal detector. Now, they glow in the dark, and as far as the functionality of these, I wasn't overly impressed with that. But I guess they're fine for you juniors out there. And it also came with the AllSpark here with the stickers that we put on. So guys, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. Smash that like button and come back to Planet Zizzle to keep the missions going. This is your Toy Commander signing off, guys. And I'll see you on our next mission. It's now time for me to blast off out of here.